Hey guys, Rob from AST here. So, part 3 of our FCT series, as promised. Got my flip chart here, and I'm going to draw for you the diagram that I use still to this day for pretty much every FCT program I do, everyone I'm training. This is kind of my holy grail of designing FCT, because it just lays it out so cleanly for you. So we're starting off with the beginning. I'm giving you a classic antecedent behavior consequence breakdown of the behaviors we've talked about in previous blogs, or our ABC breakdown. So if you're used to ABA, this will make perfect sense. But we're looking at the behavior that came first. So I presented work to the child, the behavior that I'm worried about, the child engaged in a tantrum, and then the consequence, what happened right after that the tantrum began. I removed work. Now, as we talked about, we got to change that. That's not the right contingency, because this child is able to now escape from work, and that's really becoming the function of this child's behavior. So we want to do two things. We want to increase a new behavior. We always got to teach something new to bring the bad behaviors down. And that is going to be our FCT escape, or, see, look at me being silly, a break. We want to teach the child to ask for a break, because that is the most appropriate way to escape. Now, after they ask for a break, that's truly what they're going to get. We're going to remove work for 2 minutes, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. That's what we play with, and that's where some of the behavior analysis comes into play. And that's where we'll maybe do some sensory strategies, but we're not giving the child all this time away from the table, away from work. It's a break in the chair, a break in the working area, because we don't want to take them out to the playground, let's say, for 2 minutes, and then to have to transition back to work. We'd probably just create a bigger mess for us to have to clean up. Now we have to go all the way back in, and there's more of an opportunity for this tantrum behavior to come back. The second thing I got to do is, when this tantrum occurs, I need to make this not happen anymore. I can't remove the work anymore. And my consequence now needs to be that I represent the work. And that the moment that kiddo asks for a break, he gets it. No problem. But I'm going to have another layer. And that's my goal. Because really, I don't want this child asking for a break all day. I want to teach him something. I want him to learn from the work. I want him to finish the work. And that's just it. Finish or do the work. That's the goal. That's the goal behavior I want. And that's what's going to be followed up by the computer, or the big reinforcer. Now, a couple things you'll notice here. This is the best. This is the best consequence of our list of consequences. This is the absolute best. This is the worst. And this is okay. And that's exactly what we want. We don't want this FCT consequence to be better than the completing work consequence. That is critical. And we also want this to become easier than this. FCT asking for a break should be the easiest thing in the world, because anything that's easy, we're more likely to do. That's just human behavior and the way we work. And so that becomes critical. Now, we talked about escape here, but you can apply this to a whole lot of other behaviors and a whole lot of other scenarios, including behaviors like this. This is a quick scenario for you. I'm going to do this one much faster so you could see the paradigms. But I have a child playing alone in the living room with an adult watching TV nearby. The child engages in a tantrum and immediately gets soothed and attended to by the adult, and the adult stops everything they're doing. Now, if this is a running theme that we see again and again, that lets me know that attention is my function. I say, nope, I don't want to give all this attention there, but instead, I want to teach the child to do something like play with me, talk to me, come here, help me, hi. And when this happens, I want to give attention. And this may be actually a perfectly good reduce, increase. But you may say, Rob, I can't go running over to the child every single time they say, play with me, talk to me, look at me. I've got to cook, clean, take care of my other kids. I've got 100 things to do. And you're right. That's why our ultimate goal is probably to have that child then wait. And when they wait for your attention, this could be 1 minute, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. I think you guys get the idea. This is our consequence. This is our contingency. Big attention. So remember we said best, okay, worst, big attention, small attention, pretty much no attention. Best, okay, worst. We still have that dynamic. Easiest, more difficult with best outcome. This is still much easier than this. We still have those same principles and the same paradigms that we're striving for. In case you're interested in more about functional communication, I've given you a quick breakdown, but this is all throughout ABA literature. You can find this in most ABA textbooks. You can find this in a lot of articles. One of the best journals for real clinical content when it comes to ABA is called the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis. There's a number of great ABA textbooks, and groups like CalABA, the BACB, ABA International also have a lot of resources and references to this type of material, so you can really get a greater sense of what this is. And of course, you can always just email me, write some questions, give us a call. If you email moreinfo@autismtherapies.com, I'm happy to talk through this with you a little bit more. You can post some comments and questions on Facebook, or if you're working with a BCBA yourself, I'm sure they're all going to know and be able to talk to you a lot more about these concepts and these principles, because they are so key and critical to ABA, particularly when we're working with kids who have some behaviors. I'll talk to you guys later. We have a big month planned for autism awareness, and my next blog will be talking about that and all the cool things we have in store. So I hope you check that one out so we can share with you the big month we have planned. Have a great week, guys.